How y'all doing?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie Aina. If you're new here, jagga 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 jagga. I really don't know the state of the beauty community at this point anymore. I mean, you guys are like looking at it from the outside looking in. I actually know a little bit too much and I experience a little bit too much. So if you're exhausted, how do you think I feel? But you know what? I really just wanted to come on camera and do makeup and hopefully lighten the mood a little bit. I just want to try to. I mean, I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but I mean, a lot of you guys watch my channel and my videos as a distraction anyway. So let's just talk about Pat's new collection. This is the Divine Rose collection for Pat McGrath. You guys know I stan. How can I not? Pat just launched 2 new eyeshadow palettes by way of this new collection. It's literally called the Divine Rose. And it's like every pink lover's dream. So if you came here expecting something that's not pink, I post a lot of pink looks. I do. I'll be very honest. It's my favorite color. If that's not what you like, then go, leave. No, I'm kidding. You're more than welcome. This collection really is like very pink, very dusty, very rosy. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's just me, but like a lot of launches have not been really exciting me lately. Between half of them getting canceled for not having any Black employees. It's a long story. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I haven't filmed in like 3 weeks. I haven't even had the energy, the gumption, the gall, or the audacity to be on camera. Like I just didn't feel it at all. But today's the first time in a really long time I felt like it. So I really wanted to talk about this collection because it just looks absolutely beautiful and I was moved. I was inspired. As I said, we have 2 new palettes from Auntie Pat. We have 2 new matte pink lipsticks. And I think we have 2 new, oh, these are lip pencils. I thought it was an eyeliner. Okay, so we have 2 new lip pencils and 2 new glosses. This is the Mothership 7 Divine Rose. This is the Mothership 8 Divine Rose 2 palette. And this one is a little bit more colorful, but both palettes look really beautiful and really wearable. So I'm just gonna dive right in. I started with priming, Pat's primer, because we're gonna use Pat's foundation. At this point, that long list of potentially cancelable brands is just getting longer and longer every day. So if it's a product that I really, really like, I'm gonna continue using it. I may not call it out, but I mean, I'm not gonna throw away products. I'm just going to use a little bit of translucent powder. This is a powder the color of my skin tone. I always do this because setting after you've primed is like the best way to get your base to last all day. Do you guys like my new hair, by the way? It's supposed to be like a faux lock bob and it is crochet. So it didn't have to take 10 hours to install because faux locks, oh my God, they take so long. But yeah, shout out to my plug, my braids plug. Raw Intuition on Instagram. If you're in LA, check her out. I love to highlight under foundation, so I'm gonna use my New Bam Beauty liquid highlighter in the shade Aurora. Aurora. Who from the South? Y'all love saying Aurora. Take a little bit of that on the back of my hand and make it do what it do. When you highlight under your skin, you don't have to really go as ham with powder highlighter later, you know what I mean? For base, I'm gonna mix these 2. This to help oil control and this because I like the skin-like finish. I have a feeling this is about to be my summer jam again. This foundation launched last summer, loved it, raved about it. Couldn't get enough, could not put this foundation down and could not say enough amazing things about it. And I see it happening again this year, period. I'm gonna do a light layer of coverage first and then do my concealer and then contour and then put on some more. Now, why in the hell don't I be shaving before I film? I'm just gonna have to deal with it. To conceal, I'm gonna use Pat McGrath's concealers, shades 26 and 23. And I'm gonna contour with my Oma Contour Duo Stick. It's gonna blend and pretend everything's normal. Everything in the beauty community is normal. Totally normal. I feel very attacked.
Okay.
So we're all done. I decided to go with the Divine Rose 2. I'm definitely slightly more interested in this one. Yeah, this one. I don't know what I was inspired by, but my brows are looking extra thick today. Like, I'm not mad. We can roll with it. I just feel like the Lord definitely has a favorite. Because look at this base though. You cannot be God's favorite with a base like this. Okay, let me stop playing. She might be a little too light for me. Let's just try it out and see if we like it. Ooh. Okay, so this is not as like Ash Sherillington as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna start blending this into my crease area. This is actually, ooh, I feel like this would be a really, really good lid color for those of you like myself who like, I too resonate with soft glam. I feel like this would be like a really, really pretty lid color. I tend to really gravitate towards these shades on my lid. It reminds me of like yogurt, like Yoplait, you know? So I am carefully layering this into my crease area. Pats, shadows in a good way sometimes feel like too much pigment. So I definitely have to be like really careful how I place them, how I lay them, how I layer them. Otherwise, it can be like a little hard to control sometimes. You never heard that part. I've never said there's such thing as too much pigment. You've never heard me say that. You're lying. Shut up, I never said that. Shut up. No, but low key though. Like, I feel like that is going to be every racist favorite one-liner. You said it was too much pigment, Jackie. You said there was such a thing.
Where does that go? Where'd that get us?
So far, this looks really delicate and feminine and pretty. Next, I'm going to pop into this shade here, which is a mid-tone plum. And with that plum, I'm gonna start building and building right into that kind of peachy apricot color that we first initially used. For those of you that have trouble finding your eye shape, you can do a couple things. You can always blend with your eyes open. You can tilt your head back to make sure the shadows are even. You can literally very, very gently, girl, I'm not trying to get sued, calm down. Very gently when you're blending, like just kind of push the brush into your eye socket to like find the shape of your eye. You can also do that if you have like a monolid or if you have like a hooded eyelid. It's the same exact technique. You don't have to have big frog eyes like mine to find your natural eye shape, trust me. This is looking brown, it's not brown. I promise you it's plum. Don't trust Canons, okay? They cannot be trusted. And maybe if you weren't using a 4th generation iPhone. No, I'm kidding, I'm just playing. Y'all know I be talking crap. Like, let me stop. No, but for real though, don't be trusting your resolution either. Sometimes your resolution be snitching. Oh, these colors together are so pretty. Let's just talk about the state of the beauty community that is, because I just feel like it's kind of hard to like not state the obvious while I blend out the rest of this. I don't know if like beauty is as exciting as it used to be. Well, I shouldn't say beauty, maybe just the YouTube beauty world. And this may seem like kind of minuscule to some of you who haven't really been as involved in the beauty community as I have been, but you know, this is a big part of like my livelihood, can I say upbringing? I mean, I'm 32, but I've been in this industry for like over a decade now. Maybe I could say it's a part of my upbringing. So it kind of makes me sad. It kind of makes me sad to see the conversations that we've been having lately, to see that it's not really about like the love of artistry anymore. It's not even about expressing yourself anymore. Like nowadays it's like who can get called out next, who can get canceled next. And I'm just seeing like the same conversations being regurgitated over and over again. It's like I thought we've already like canceled this person. I thought we've already we've been through this. It's like, Sid, your Pop-Tarts are ready. Like we've already done this. Toy Story 2, 3, and 4. I don't know, girl. Like, why did I even say that? I don't know. I feel like it's just getting boring. Like, you know how when you hear the same things being said over and over again, you see the same people getting away with the same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. As a Black creator, first of all, let me tell y'all, because I know y'all put me at the level of like Oprah and Beyonce. I'm absolutely not. But as a Black creator, like I feel like really discouraged sometimes. I put in more on my channel and I get less in return, which is fine. I still love what I do. That's why I've been in this industry for so long. After a while, it does kind of get to you. It wears on you, I'm not gonna lie. And by that I mean it is incredibly hard to stay encouraged in an industry where you see like literal bad behavior being rewarded over and over and over again. And you know that there's never going to be an ounce of room for error when you're a Black creator yourself. I don't care what you say. I don't care what industry you're in. That would be tiring for literally anybody. I guess the best way that I can make this more relatable to all of you is every single one of us at some point has had a job that maybe we weren't that crazy about, or we had an employee that we saw getting away with literally everything, including murder, like everything under the sun. And we've all worked at jobs where someone got rewarded for less, or someone took credit for the work that we've done. Did you quit your job the next day? Probably not. I just want y'all to know that it's just too much sometimes. I would love to see a shift in the community. I would just love to see a little bit more authenticity. I'm seeing a lot of like Black Lives Matter statements from people who don't actually care about Black lives. like outside of a hashtag. Like how do you put that into action? Black Lives Matter is not just simply posting a hashtag. And I'm tired of people saying, you know, to beauty influencers, well, what does that have to do? Like, if somebody calls that out, they'll say, well, that has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Then you don't know what Black Lives Matter means then. You don't know what Black Lives Matter means, and you're telling on yourself. So many people, I think, have really showed their true, authentic colors, because I'm just seeing a lot of people who were so quick to like get on their platforms and like do enough to like not get dragged for not talking about the obvious issues, but like 365 days a year, you're not doing the work to actually prove that Black Lives Matters. And I just don't know what else to say about that there, but that's how I feel about that there. You're probably gonna see me doing a lot less codes this year. I've actually kind of slowly stopped promoting some of my codes here and there. I mean, I've also stopped uploading, so. Oops, sorry. I will probably mingle with a lot less people this year too, even though I was already doing that. And you know what? I want to talk about something. I hate when people, why don't you ever keep the same energy for your racist friends? First of all, I don't have any racist friends. I don't have any racist friends. The people that you think are my friends are not my friends. Like, I knew some of y'all was on one. When y'all started saying I was friends with Kim K, y'all saw me at one event though. What do y'all think friendship means? Like, what? Get off the computer. Get off the computer, please. Just because I go to events with people, just because I'm photographing people, it does absolutely not mean I'm friends with them. So I need people to literally get that out of your heads ASAPidly. I don't talk about everybody all the time. I don't want to, because then y'all already call me a big mouth. So why would you then put, it's just stupid. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. I said all that to say, you just not really gonna see me putting myself out there like that anymore, because I still enjoy, for the most part, like what's left in the beauty community. I kind of want to like hold on to that and savor that. And a part of that is, I think, just distancing myself from some things and people and companies and brands, working on my own things too. So it just is what it is. Okay, now that I've rambled and pretended to blend the same spot of my eyes for the past 20 minutes, I'm gonna go for the fuchsia. The fuchsia here is a shimmer texture. This one here, I'm gonna moisturize her and apply that on my lip. Is this shifting? I was like, girl, don't tell me this is a duochrome with green in it. I was really tripping. The girl said, let there be pink. So I came to give you pink, if that's all right with you. No. So I'm just going to plop this color onto my lid. This is absolutely gorgeous. Under normal circumstances, I would not advise swiping shadows. I'm more of like a patter. How many times am I gonna say pat in a video?
I do not want to comment.
Why? Why?
Sometimes swiping really does make like a lot of points. And in this case, I think it's making more of those points than anything. I think back in the day when shadows like absolutely sucked, then you kind of had to pat and build them in to kind of really get them to show. And now you don't got to do that anymore. The pigment in these palettes just jump at you. Now with that yogurt color, I want to apply it right in the innermost crease area just to kind of soften that pink out a little bit. Yes, I do pronounce the T in soften, and if you don't like that, get over it. I think I'm just in shock that I'm still doing what I'm doing and doing what I love, and I've been literally on this grind we call YouTube so long, but I'm ready for something new. Like, I'm just ready for something new. I wanna try something new. This yogurt color is flaming. It's really making this is it for me right here. This part right here is it for me. I dropped my setting spray in my palette. Why? I truly don't even know how that color is still standing. Like, my setting spray dunked all into it. My little green is calling me. This is not pink.
I believe that.
I swear to you, this looks like pink purple on camera, and it is straight up green in real life. Do not believe the propaganda. Watch, when I shift it, do you see it right there? Do you see it right? I swear to you, that's what it looks like. This color right here, that's what it looks like in person. Anyway, I'm gonna use this color. Okay, now the problem with duochromes, I just remembered is they're only gonna look like their shift color when you put the shift color underneath first. So in order for this color to look green, I've got to put a green base under it. I just put this on top of pink, so it's going to look pink, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just, I had a short lapse in judgment. I had a short bout of memory loss. So yeah, I've already put it on this eye. It just enhanced the pink. It's not like it doesn't look really pretty though. So I'm not mad. I'm a little mad actually. I'm a little mad. This is giving us a little lizardly in the best way possible because I can actually still see the shift. Oh, it's really pretty. It's really pretty. Like pink and green, like it's the way they used this green in particular. I feel like this is like a duochrome color combination we don't often see. I really like this color. Now to better demonstrate what I mean by duochromes and all that complicated stuff, I'm going to put the green along my bottom lash line on top of a green liner. This is a green liner I have from Urban Decay and it's in the shade Electric Empire. I'm going to pop that into my waterline as well as a little bit along my bottom lash line, so it'll kind of work as like a little base. Okay, so I laid the base and go on with that same green from Pat's palette. Order my Postmates real quick because it's about that time, getting hungry. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I gotta use a little tiny handheld mirror. I can't like see my bottom lash line unless I have like a little tiny handheld mirror in my hand. So I'm just gonna pop, oh my God. That is so freaking pretty. The green to pink shift is something very serious. No, I'm so serious. Like this is so beautiful. And I like this even more on top of green. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I didn't use a green base. That would have been so pretty. Okay, I may need to give you guys a part 2 because this color is that pretty. Or at least like an Instagram tutorial or something. I may need to hit my line with this green again for real. So to finish off the look, well, the eyes for the most part, I took a black liner and lined my top lash line and then I smoked it out with our plum. Go ahead and be great with your plum. I took this color. Is that my lash? Oh my God. Like I literally just did this. Now we are gonna do a lash. The lash glue is drying again because earlier there was a little mishap. This is a Fluff Lash from Whiplash Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite, if you could just focus, thank you. This is one of my favorite lash brands and pairs of lashes. So I'm gonna do my lashes and then we can finish off with our lips from this collection. Okay, so I finished my eyes, but then I realized I'd never actually finished because I forgot about an inner corner highlight. So the gold is kind of giving me, this could go one to Mardi Gras real quick. So instead I'm gonna go with the champagne color instead. I miss Essence Fest this year. I love Essence Fest. That's what that just reminded me of. I'm sad now. I don't know when I'm gonna set foot in a plane again. The last trip we did was London back in March and we've been quarantined ever since, honey. Okay, now this is an inner corner highlight. This is a gorgeous color. The foil in it, the shade of champagne it is, this is really pretty. I will definitely be using this as a lid color. Let me just give y'all some movement so you can really see how gorgeous this eye look is. Like honestly, just bask in it, just bask, just enjoy, just get into it. Get into the shift. Like it's not a regular pink, it's a cool pink. It does look quite similar to some of my other looks, but you know what? It's different enough to me, okay? Pat gave us 2 lip pencils with this collection, which are okay. I mean, I've never really been like a pink lip pencil kind of gal. I do prefer like either brown nudes basically because brown is nude on me. But here's what they look like. This is buff. Why is every nude always called buff? That's buff. I could wear that. I could wear that on my lips. I won't be able to line my lips with this color. It's too light. This is Suburbia, and Suburbia is a darker version. I can definitely line with that. But again, my lips are two-tone, so I just personally prefer the look and feel of like going in with like a brown natural color first and then putting on my lip color. That's just what I like. But I just wanted to show you guys in case you do like a rosy toned liner. They are really pretty colors. The 2 lipsticks we have in this collection are Christy. Oh, Christy is not new. Christy is actually a part of her permanent collection, but that's Christy. I actually wear Christy a lot. How many times am I gonna say that? Anyway, you get the drift. It's a permanent color. At least I think it is. But anyway, yeah, soft core Pat. Okay. It's another matte pink. These are her matte trance lipsticks. This one looks a lot like Suburbia, but in a lipstick form. So of the 2 I went crispy. And her glosses, this is Divine Rose. Sometimes with Pat's glosses, like the oil gets separated from the gloss. So I'm just pumping it just to mix everything back. This is Divine Rose. So pretty. Almost like a dead on match for soft core. Like the gloss version of soft core basically. And then yeah, she totally did like dark light, dark light. This is Peach Perversion. This one is pretty light. It's peachy. It's not my kind of peach, but it's there. It's kind of like a really light, soft pink. And there's like little reflexes in it.
Yeah.
Babes, did my Postmates get delivered?
Yeah.
You have it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they stole my food. Okay, thank you, bye. To me, personally, since we're doing a review, I will definitely say because this formula is so matte, I don't think they mesh well with glosses. I think Pat's other cream formula lipsticks were great with glosses on top, but it's something about this, it's something about this super, super matte formula. It's a standalone product. So I'm not gonna wear both. I'm just gonna wear gloss instead. And because I feel like this is the only gloss that would like have enough color to like mesh well with this look, I'm gonna wear this one, Divine Rose. Let me just see what the liner looks like. It's a pink, but my comfort zone is browns, nudes. Now this is the Divine Rose gloss. I'm going in. Oh, they smell so freaking good. Like every time, she gets it right every time. Yeah, I really could have lived without this pencil liner. I really could have. I would use that as a lip color, not as a liner. That's just a personal thing for me. Somebody who is the leader of the two-tone lips committee, it's just not my lifestyle. You know, like it's just not me. I respect it, but it ain't me. This completely changed the way this gloss would have looked if I would have just worn either a different color liner or if I'd worn it by itself. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. I like it. It's cute. It is definitely flattering. It's just not a favorite of mine. What do I think of the beauty community? It's trash. Sorry, I mean the collection. First of all, thanks for hanging out on today's video. I really enjoyed like venting and like I kind of feel like it's hard not to talk about what's going on. It's like the elephant. Why am I not wearing blush? I'm totally kidding. The beauty community isn't trash. It's not trash by far, at least not my Explore page. And by the way, here's a tip for everybody who is really frustrated at the algorithm. Yes, there's a lot of bias in that's a lot of blush. I like it. There's a lot of bias with what gets featured the most on YouTube. Make no mistake, I believe it's intentional. I do. I believe it's intentional. I believe that you have to have a certain skin color to make it on YouTube. I do feel that way. Don't be fooled by the fact that I have 3.4 million subscribers. Like I'm the exception to the rule. And like, yeah, I make great content, but there's absolutely no reason why there are not more people who sit at the same table as me. There's just it just doesn't make any sense. The only logical sense is that that's intentional. And that's the only thing I could say. But anyway, the beauty community is not trash. Just a little tip, if you have a really hard time finding similar influencers to myself, you know, people who are black or dark skin or who just, you know, talk about the things that I like to talk about in my videos. The problem is, a part of the problem aside from the bias I was just talking about earlier, but if you aren't actively engaging with my content, commenting, rating my videos, then you're probably less likely to see them. Now, I know a lot of people say, you know, sometimes I end up unsubscribed. It's not intentional. It's like YouTube doing it for me. It's unfortunate and it's annoying. So there's also that. But for me, like I log onto YouTube and I see everything that I want to see because I spend so much time on the platform. I am like the algorithm's like wildest dream, or maybe it's because I have so many, maybe YouTube perfects it because I have followers. I don't know, but I know that it's the same thing for my Instagram. My Instagram timeline is the Explore page, top tier. I have crafted the things that I want to see. So when I log into the app, I see what I want to see. So for everybody who keeps saying the beauty community is toxic, blah, 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 it is. You're not wrong. But unfortunately, that just makes up the top 1% of YouTube. So with that said, if you want to see everybody else, start actively watching them. There's just no reason why every other week when someone gets canceled, it's like, oh, tag black YouTubers I can start following. Why are y'all still doing that in 2020? We've been on YouTube for like over a decade. Why are we reactively looking for people to support? We should be proactively doing that. You should be always looking out for the Nemas of the world, the Styled by J. Marie's. I love Black Femininity TV. I don't even watch just beauty. I watch so many genres. But the problem is people just like say they want to watch Black YouTubers, but they don't actually do it. I know that's not the case for everyone, but I'm just saying. You want a better explore page, then you kind of have to work at it. It's unfortunate, but it's true. You have to watch the content. You have to subscribe, engage. YouTube like listens. If you feed it, it will listen. Now, again, I know it's rigged. I do know it's rigged. By default, you're not gonna see creators like me by default. But once you start putting some oil in that machine and fine tuning it, trust me, you'll see more of what you like. As far as the collection, the point of this video, I think it's beautiful. I think it is Pat's perfection. Just you already know what time it is. Like, what else is there to say? I think both palettes are absolutely wearable, incredible, user girl friendly, brown girl friendly, more importantly. Apparently a lot of people don't know Pat is Black. The biggest makeup artist in the entire world, not just in the UK, not just in the in the world, is a Black woman. And you know what? I like that she stays low key, because then y'all can't mess with her. She doesn't flaunt her wealth. She's not in every interview. Like, I love that about her. And if she was, I'd still love her. But I just like the fact that like she's protected, because people love canceling Black women. Let me just say that. People love that. But anyway, this collection is bomb. It definitely feeds into what I love because it's got my favorite colors. Would I recommend it? Duh. Like, if I haven't already made that very clear. And yeah, I'm gonna go on and eat my Postmates, my rotisserie chicken. So I gotta go. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and this bob, honey. And if you did, you might as well just, what you waiting for? You know you was gonna do it. You know you was gonna do it anyway. You know you do be doing it. So just click.